Hello everyone. Today I am hereby to give a presentation on stress strain and stress strain curve for Moyle steel. Myself, I am G. Sainath Reddy, having a pin number of 21955A2109. Abstract of this presentation: during stress testing of a material sample, the stress strain curve is a graphical representation of the relationship between stress obtained from measuring the load applied on the sample and stress derived from measuring the deformation of the sample. The nature of the curve varies from material to material. In this presentation, I will discuss about stress strain and stress diagram for mild steel. Now let us discuss about the stress. When a load acts on a body, the internal resistive force deforms. Or when a load acts on a body, the internal resistive force resists the deformation. This internal force is equal and opposite to the external load. The total resistance per unit area of cross section is called induced stress or stress, where stress is usually denoted by sigma. And if A is the area of cross section normal to a load, then stress sigma is equal to load by area of cross section. It is denoted by sigma is equal to P by A, where P is equal to load, and it is expressed in newtons per millimeter square or newtons by millimeter square. Types of stresses. The stresses are classified into three types depending upon the direction of load, and the following types of simple stresses are induced in a component. Tensile stress: the load acting along the axis and perpendicular to the area of cross section is called normal or axial load. The axial load tending to stretch the bar is called tensile load, and corresponding stresses induced is called tensile stress, where tensile stress is denoted by sigma T is equal to tensile load P by area of cross section A. Compressive stress: the axial load tending to compress the block is called compressive load, and the stress induced is called compressive stress, where compressive stress is denoted by sigma C is equal to compressive load P by A. And the last type is shear stress. The tangential load tending to cut or slide the part is called shear load, and the corresponding stress induced is called shear stress. In this case, the load is tangential to the area over which it acts. Shear stress is denoted by tau, which is equal to shear load P by area of cross section A. Now let us discuss about the strain. When a body is in the state of stress, that is loaded externally, deformation takes place. A simple tensile member tends to elongate and a compressive member shortens. The ratio of change in length to the virginal length is called strain. Since strain is a ratio of two lengths, it is a dimensionless quantity. Thus, the tensile or compressive strains is given by strain is equal to change in length by virginal length, where it is denoted by E. Small e is equal to delta L by L, where small e is strain, delta L is change in length, and L is virginal length. Now let us discuss about the mechanical properties. Mechanical properties are required to study stress strain diagram for mild steel, or mechanical properties are required to study the behavior of a material when the external load is applied. Therefore, we should know some information about the mechanical properties. The mechanical properties are: strength. It is the ability of a material to resist the external applied force without breaking. Stiffness. It is the ability of a material to resist deformation under stress. Elasticity. It is the ability to regain its virginal shape after deformation. Plasticity. It is the property of a material which retains the deformation produced under load permanently. Ductility. It is a property of a material enabling it to be drawn into wire with the application of a tensile force. Brittleness. It is a property of a material opposite to ductility, and it is also defined as it is the property of breaking of material with little permanent disturbance. Malleability. It is a special case of ductility which permits materials to be rolled or hammered into tin sheets. Toughness. It is the property of a material to resist fracture due to high impact loads like hammer blows. Resilience. It is the property of a material to absorb energy and to resist shocks and impact loads. Creep. A slow and permanent deformation caused due to constant stress at high temperature for a long period. Fatigue. Fatigue of a material takes place due to repeated stresses below the yield point stresses. At last, the last mechanical property is oddness. It it embeds many different properties such as wear resistance, scratch resistance, deformation, and machinability, etc. It also means that the ability of metal to cut another metal. Therefore, these are the mechanical properties should be known to understand about the stress strain diagram. Now let us get into the topic. Stress strain curve for mild steel. Let us observe this graph in which it is the stress strain diagram for mild steel. By observing this graph, we can come across where the x-axis is denoted by E, strain, and the y-axis is stress, sigma, in which initially the material is at zero position. When we apply the load, it will traveling from a position to 0 to A, where A is an proportionality limit, and then it further travel to a point B. This yield, it is the B, and then it went to a C, where where the region between B and C is perfect plasticity, all yielding perfect plasticity, and the point C is called yield stress. Then further applying the load, then it is passed from C to D, where the region between C to D is called strain hardening, where D is known as ultimate stress. Means when we applied a load up to a point D, then the stress induced in the material is maximum at the point of D. It is known as ultimate stress. If we apply any further stress, then the material will start breaking. We can able to observe in graph they applied more load behind the point D, then it start breaking, and point E is the point of breaking. A stress strain diagram for mild steel are shown in above figure, where some important points parked on the curve follows: A, proportionality limit; B, elastic limit; C, yield point; D, ultimate strength; E, rupture or breaking point. All these values are calculated on the basis of the initial cross section of a specimen. The proportionality limit is the maximum stretch at which the stress is directly proportional to a strain. Elastic limit is the maximum stretch at which the material regains its deformation on removing the load. Yield point is the maximum stress at which the specimen is deformed without a noticeable increase in load. That is, stress is increased without noticeable increase in stress. The tensile strength or ultimate strength is a maximum stress that a material can withstand without fracture under tensile load. This is also known as maximum stresses. Conclusion. During stress testing of a material sample, the stress strain curve is a graphical representation of a relationship between stress obtained from measuring the load applied on the samples and strain derived from measuring the deformation of the sample. The nature of the curve varies from material to material. Thank you.